so many of you.
My mom
Thanks
said,
for coming to my book talk.
Yeah, it's all about Julia. So we booked the next 7 hours. Julia's going to be reading the whole entire book. I hope you guys packed a bag. Just kidding.
Well, first of all, I just want to tell you again how incredible this book is.
Thank you.
I didn't really know what to expect. You know, I know you peripherally.
Yeah.
We've hung out at parties and, you know, whatever. But but to really then read this book and just how many similarities we have, like even from like the obsession with The Sims. Like, you don't understand. Like The Sims, like if I were to like block like, you know, those graphs of your life, like 30% of my life was playing The Sims.
Oh my God,
like, I'm
same.
not even kidding. And I would just build these like fantasy worlds. It was like escapism, you know, like it was more than a game. It was like my identity, you know? So I really had a lot of identification with that.
Thank you. Thank
but
you.
so many other parts as
We're
well.
soul sisters.
Yeah. And especially your struggles with BPD, which was something that I was diagnosed with in my teens, and just, you know, the lack of, or the loss of identity, and the lying, the like inventing characters to play. Like I'll go somewhere new and I'll become this new person, you know, and then at the end you're just kind of like, well then who is the real person, you know, when I'm not just performing all the time. So and that leads me to ask you, who is the real Lukas Gage? I hate that question, by the way. They do that to me all the time and I'm like, fuck you.
Wow. I don't know still. no, I think that's, first of all, I want to start by saying, Down the Drain fans, anyone here who's obsessed with Down the Drain? I mean, that book was one of the most important books to me. I devoured it last year. And honestly, you talking about the BPD and your experience with it made me feel more comfortable and safe talking about it. I felt like for so long I was like, you're going to be a liability in Hollywood if you talk about that. Like, they're not going to want to hire you. And I just think that's bullshit.
Meanwhile, they all have it.
Everyone is so, the actors all have a mental illness or a personality disorder.
You have to be mentally ill to go in this profession.
No, you really do. I mean, I think I'm still figuring out who I am. I think every day, it's crazy to say, but I feel like I go to bed and I'm like a different person the next day. I'm constantly saying goodbye to an old version of myself. And that's, you know, it's kind of the nice thing about having a premature memoir is like I don't have it figured out, you know, like I'm still constantly figuring it out, and you know, it's not wrapped in a ribbon at the end, and there's this huge redemption arc and a clarity of who I am. I'm still very much a work in progress. Yeah.
So you would say that now you feel more, do you feel more like at ease and at peace with your identity now?
I would say by writing this book and having this, like...
You're still in your 20s, right?
No, I'm in my 30s, and I just entered my 30s, baby.
You just entered your 30s. Okay, the 30s are where you start to, like...
Figure it out.
Yeah. Like, I would never go back to my 20s. My 30s have been amazing in terms of just being like, this is me. And you know what? I'm really not that special, and I'm not all these characters I like pretended to be, you know. I'm just me, and like it's okay. And I'm boring also.
I'm kind of boring too.
And it's the best.
I think, I mean, you know, by writing the book, like I had this year where I started the book during the strike because I had nothing to do. We couldn't work in films, we couldn't write for screenplays, we couldn't do anything. So I had a year to just do this like scavenger hunt with my psyche and figure out why I'm so deranged and why I did the things that I did. And I think the biggest thing I got of it is a sense of compassion and understanding of why I was that kid, why I was so chaotic, why I was so impulsive, and why I was so desperate for attention. Like it suddenly I could have empathy, and now I'm like, thank God I was that kid. I love that crazy 15-year-old psychopath in San Diego selling drugs in Tijuana, and like I'm so grateful for him. And I think before writing that book, or this book, I don't know, I had a lot of judgment and shame about it, and I wanted to hide it. I wanted to hide like my sexuality, my mental illness, the past. And your book, really, I'm not just saying this, like it gave me the freedom to be like, fuck that, let's be honest.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that I could do
mean
that. I mean, if this is the result, then I definitely feel like, I accomplished something for sure. One of the things that I found really interesting was that there really wasn't much about like I thought there was going to be a lot of like gay stuff in here. And there wasn't that much gay stuff. And was that conscious, or was that just not really something that there like is at the end?
Yeah.
But I thought that there would be more of like you
stuff.
questioning your sexuality earlier in life, but it kind of seemed like you were really committed to being straight, and you had Kaylee.
Yeah. I think that like it took me until my early 20s to even be with a guy. So my relationships up until that point were mostly with all females. But then I talk about it in the book of like having cyber sex on AOL and Sims as a girl, and like, doing that kind of exploration. But I think I always reflect on this, like I wish I had that clarity that I was hiding for so long. I don't know if it was like
you just weren't even in touch with that part of yourself at all.
I swear to you, I was either in denial, or I just like repressed it so far deep that it didn't make sense until I fucked my neighbor.
Wow. I mean, yeah, when
and then I was like, this makes sense. This is why I was so horrible to all these girlfriends. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's great that you can take accountability. Have you apologized to them?
Oh, yeah. No. I'm constantly apologizing to them.
Whatever happened to Kaylee? Kaylee was his high school girlfriend that went to juvie all the time.
Yes. Kaylee was the star of her own reality show. She was like she was like what I had imagined romance to be when watching Rock of Love and Flavor of Love. She had a lower back tattoo that said "Trust no bitch." We had a drug mule system that we were just going to Tijuana and selling like Adderall to people who wanted to lose weight at prom. And she's doing great. She saw the headlines of the book and she texted me, "You weren't gay when you were eating this pussy." Don't be in denial, baby.
Icon. I can see why you were into her.
Yeah,
for
she
sure.
was sick. She was awesome, but she's doing good. She's got a bunch of kids now. She's happy. She's still in San Diego.
And she's not like getting arrested anymore.
No, she figured it out. She's like a good mom now. Yeah, it's sweet.
Aww.
Yeah.
And how's Bunny and Brody, your two twin besties?
Bunny and Brody are twins that I met when I went to a new school in San Diego, and Did anyone get into Coricidin when they were in middle school? Was that just me? Cough syrup?
What is it?
It's like cough medicine. No.
Guess that's a San Diego thing. Okay.
They were my introduction to drugs and just my life and really my first friends, and they're still around. Brody's in a group chat with all of our friends, and Bunny's she's a little more elusive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the twins is still around. I kind of integrated him with my LA friends, and hangs out all the time with us.
And what about has your family read this book?
For the most part, yeah.
Even your dad?
My dad has not read the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because reading it was really painful, actually, the relationship with you and your dad, and you constantly trying to do things to get his approval and trying to have that breakthrough, and him just completely stonewalling you, and then going off and having another family.
Yeah.
And that you kind of felt as though he was getting a do-over and replacing you guys.
Yeah.
Did that ever mend itself, or?
I think that, our parents are all doing the best that they can. And our relationship is always going to be fractured, and it's always going to be complicated. But
is he proud of you? Like when you were on White Lotus, or when you were, and all these things, does he say wow, that's my child, my son?
I think my dad is a very complicated person. He went to Cornell when he was 14, so he's a very pragmatic, very like cerebral dude, and I've never really seen him get emotional or express his feelings. I think that he doesn't have the words to express it, but I feel like deep down he
went
feels
to Cornell and doesn't have the words.
I know, right?
Look at
It's
that.
fucking crazy.
Oh, man.
But I feel like there was a little bit of understanding of who he was, and like he had a complicated relationship with his dad and his family, and I feel like we were taught how to love, and he wasn't taught love, and so I think he's a complicated he's a complicated dude. I think hopefully one day there'll be some closure, or there'll be some like something there, but I feel like for now he hasn't really. I think he's still, I think in his head is hoping that I'll become a doctor at this point, and I'm like, it's never gonna happen. Yeah.
And what about your brother Corey, who struggled with substance issues and
I mean, I think when you're addicted to opiates, it's some, in the book you see some people who are getting past it and some people who don't.
But he does, though. Eventually he goes to the military, and then and it doesn't.
Well, this is the interesting part about writing a book.
You can't really put like
no, I mean, everything was good, and then it's funny how this happens. Like, I'm in my publishing week, and and everything kind of hits the fan, and he is fuck it, I'm just gonna be honest. He just got locked. He's in prison this week. He just got locked up. Yeah.
My brother's in prison.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. No, it's good, but I'm very, it's a lifelong journey, and I have so much, empathy for him, and it's horrible, Yeah. It's sad. Sorry to be a downer, guys.
Well, it's amazing that we're here.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, we definitely could have gone down a completely different trajectory. Definitely. And I'm like, how did I not die? I think about it often. Like, I have so many friends that I grew up with, and I can't believe I'm sitting here sometimes, really, truly, and wrote a book with, I don't even know where a semicolon goes, guys. It's so tough.
You're an amazing writer, by the way.
You are.
Like, I found myself laughing and crying and being sad when it was over. I wanted to know more, and I just, it's like a really, you guys just got the book today, but I really hope you guys read it like tonight, because it's really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And what about your mom? She's still like gambling and stuff?
She's still a gambler. She's still a baddie. I mean, my mom is such a the fact that she...
I love that part where she like wins $50,000 and like moves you guys into a new house.
Yes. My childhood was spent a lot in a San Diego casino. Like, that was where we had family outings. She won the jackpot for $50,000, and then we moved into a new house, and then that money was quickly gone at the casino. But my mom's great. My mom is my biggest supporter. I can't believe she took care of 4 kids on her own, and with a stepfather figure in and out.
How's he, by the way? Because he got out of prison.
Yeah, he got out of prison. A lot of prison in this family. Yeah, he's out of prison, and he's living in San Diego, and he's still that dorky comic book loving dude. But he was great. He really stepped up as a father to all of us.
I love that part where you're like fighting for your dad to give you attention, and then you realize that you have this guy here that loves you, and he's not perfect, but he loves you.
He's not perfect. No one in the story is perfect, and we're all not perfect. We're all very flawed and messy people. But I think at the core of this book, there's a lot of heart and love for my family, and all of these found family that I find along the way, which is what I love about your book. Tessa.
Oh my God, the Tessa part, like,
I know.
I like bawled my eyes out.
It was brutal. It was really brutal. But I think that is the thing I didn't expect from your book, is how these female figures came in your life and really became like these maternal things, like along the way. I would never expect a Julia Fox book to kind of have that as the thematic through line of the book, and I love that.
Yeah, it's really just been the women that like picked me up and lifted me up and taught me how to like be a woman.
Yeah.
Because I grew up around boys and my dad, and I was very like just, you know, like dirty.
Same.
Like not well kept. And I just had a lot of, you know, women are just the best.
Yeah.
And that shines through in your book as well.
Thanks. Do you think that was were you aware of that when writing the book, or did that kind of come naturally?
No.
Interesting.
It just kind of, it's just the way it worked.
Yeah.
But like in every phase of my life, there's like a woman comes to mind, you know, whether it was like my neighbor, my friends' moms, or my advisor in high school. I've just always had
Your best
sort of,
friends.
and
set,
you know, you in life you go and you seek out what you're lacking, what you're missing in your life, and I guess, you know, what they were doing for me, I was also doing for them in a way, you know, filling that void.
God, your book is so good.
Stop.
It's so
Your book
good.
is so good.
It's so good.
What are some things that you could, because they're all going to read the book, and I don't want to give things away, you know, I feel bad doing that, but what are some things you like and ended up maybe taking out of the book, or things that didn't really make the cut in the end?
I think that, you know, you want to tell a cohesive story, and you want it to, you know, have pacing and want it to propel the story forward, but you want to tell these like really juicy things that you're like, oh, I have to put this in here, you have to put this in here, and then you ultimately have to kind of kill your darlings along the way, because like no matter how good that story was, if it doesn't, it's just, there were some that were so jarring, and there were some that, I mean, there's a lot of tonal shifts in this book, but there's a lot of my grandma that I wish made the cut. She was such a...
Well, she's the one that got you into the acting.
She was the one who got me into the acting, yeah. She was the one who really, like, you know, took it seriously when I was a 6-year-old, being like, I want to do this. So there was a lot of that in there, and then, honestly, I'll say this, like, when I first did the book proposal, the first 3 chapters I did were very like centered in Hollywood. The name of it is very like, you think it's going to be a very Hollywoody book, and a lot of that Hollywood shit got cut. It's really mostly about the adolescence and the childhood years, I would say.
Yeah.
And I just kind of was like, I'm just starting in my career. Like, I haven't done that much. I don't feel like, I don't know. My favorite critique to get is like the marriage and the viral video chapter are the least interesting chapters in this book.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was still interesting.
It was, but I'm like, I've told the story.
It's we know what happened.
We know, we get it.
We can imagine.
There's the internet, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy though.
That was crazy.
Yeah. But we don't even have to talk about
we could
that.
talk about it. But you've experienced what it's like. I think the thing I wanted to get across was how crazy the fucking internet is, and how it's a beast of its own, and like how you...
But also how crazy a manic episode is.
Yeah.
You know, because you're just so wired, and everything feels like an amazing idea, and it feels like God has like parted the clouds, and like you're chosen, you know, like, and then you know, wake up on the other side and you're like, oh my God, what did I do?
What did I do?
And your life is just completely upside down.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what it seemed like happened with you as well.
Yeah, it took on its own thing, and I kind of just, it's interesting. Like the title, it's very tongue in cheek. Like, I wrote this for attention. It's like, and part of it is true. Like,
there's a theme of that though.
Yeah,
you know,
there
even
is.
you as a child, like putting on the lingerie for all your parents
Yes.
and the friends, and it was very much like you wanted that validation.
Yeah,
like,
I was a little...
I'm worthy. Look at me.
100%.
You know.
Yeah, I was a little freak from day one. But I think what's interesting about the viral chapter and the like the marriage on a reality show is like, you want attention and you want to be seen for so long, and then you finally get it and you're like, oh fuck, it's too much.
And
like,
you're being seen for the wrong things too.
Exactly. Yeah.
it's not even really being seen. It's more like being gawked at.
Yeah.
You know, you're not really being seen
Right.
for who you are.
You're being picked apart.
Yeah.
You're being scrutinized and you're being made fun of.
It's the wrong kind of attention.
Exactly. Yeah.
If there is such a thing.
Maybe not. It's all good. No.
But one thing that really came through was just what a force you are.
Thank
you are so like powerful.
Aw.
Like I even like I walked in and we're talking about a project and you're like, yeah, like I'm gonna get them some more money for it, or I got them some more money. And then he turns and he introduces me to a woman and he's like, oh, I got her a kidney. Like,
Oh.
and I'm just like, who are you?
She's sitting right
like
there.
those are both not easy things to do.
No.
Getting money for an indie film
Yeah.
and getting someone a freaking kidney, I would say they're equally hard to do.
But we're
And
hustlers.
You did it in one conversation.
Oh, well, I think, yeah, I feel like you can relate to that too. Like you were going to get it done and you were going to find a way and you kind of manifested these things. I don't know if it was even conscious. Like some of it was out of my control but inherently, even as a kid, even as a, you know, a really bad drug dealer going to Tijuana, like I found a way to make it work. I was gonna always do the thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna announce it. Okay, but me and Julia, can I say it?
Yeah.
Me and Julia are doing a movie together. I manifested that too. I mean, come on. But we'll give you more details on that soon.
And our director is here somewhere in the
Colleen.
audience.
Hey,
There she
Colleen.
is.
How are
Hey,
you?
Colleen. Woo! Can't wait to do your movie.
Oh,
and our DP's here.
Hey, how are you, Shane? Can't wait for you to light me, make me look hot.
And okay, so yeah, back to the
Back
book.
to the book, yeah.
Back to the book.
Back to the business.
I mean, I guess I did want to ask you, just because I know what it was like for me to actually sit down and write a book. Was there ever a moment where you were like, I'm just going to get a ghostwriter? Like, I can't do this anymore? Because I had that debate every day. Okay,
Every day.
Yeah.
I actually remember talking to you at a party, and I was like, how did you do this? This is really hard. Like, I haven't slept. Should I just get a ghostwriter? I remember having this. It was like at the night before thing, and you were like, I'm telling you, I had that thought. Don't do it. Just, you got to power through. You got to power through and do it. And I'm so thankful I did. It was really hard. I had a lot of help from my friends that would read it and give me that advice and kill those stories that I was like holding on to so hard that I wanted to put in there, and, taking their opinions. But I think ultimately, like, your book and Jeanette's book, like, you can just tell it's your voice. It's like, it's so much better.
I know, and this is so you. Like,
it's very me,
it just, your humor, everything really shines through. You could be telling the most like traumatizing story and like crack a joke in there, and
but
then
that's
you're
what we
like
do in life,
laughing through the tears.
Yeah. I think we talk about the darkest things with a joke and laugh about it, and then we talk about what we had for breakfast like it's the most dramatic thing in the world. And so I wanted to highlight that.
That definitely shined through. There were some questions from the audience.
Ooh, okay.
And I have them here. Okay. Theo says, you famously have an amazing glowing look. What's your skincare routine?
Stand up.
Theo.
Where are you?
Show yourself.
Show yourself now.
Wow.
Where is he?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you do have like really good skin. I noticed that when I
What?
saw you in there.
I have rosacea and dermatitis. You do?
Yeah.
I have like
it's
the
so
most
bad.
gnarly skin. I was on Accutane for a year last year. I'm wearing a lot of makeup, I think. What's my skincare routine? Don't do salmon sperm.
Really?
Yeah, don't do it.
Why?
I did it and it did not.
You had a reaction.
I had a reaction.
You might be allergic.
I think I can eat salmon though. Something went really wrong.
You're allergic to the salmon sperm.
Salmon sperm is very different than
it's
salmon,
different.
you see.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sperm.
Okay. From Margaret, At any point after submitting the manuscript, did you have a vulnerability hangover or feel it that you revealed too much? And if so, how do you get past that sense of being so exposed? This is like when you came up to me and you were like, am I going to get canceled for my book? Yeah. And I was like, babe, if you do, it'll just help sales.
It'll just be good for the story.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think I did have that thing, like, did I expose too much? And but then it's like,
it's your truth.
it's my truth, and it doesn't belong to me anymore.
Yeah.
Once it's all out there, there's nothing I can do. And there is a bit of liberation with it too. Like, I don't know, even if I do get canceled, or if someone doesn't like it, or someone shits on me and gives me a bad review, like, okay, then when I made it out, you know, like, I almost like, bring it on, cancel me already.
Yeah.
Get it over with.
Also, once it happens once, the other times it's like the rip the Band-Aid off.
100%.
You're like, oh, I'm getting canceled again anyway. What's for lunch?
If you're if you're like not a horrible person and you can bounce back, you're fine.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Okay. The next question is, how did writing about your past change the way you see who you are now?
I think writing about the past helped me understand me in the present. Like,
and noticing your patterns.
and noticing
too,
my
when you're writing
patterns.
them
I mean,
down.
really, like, the luxury of writing about yourself for a year and mapping it all out and being like, oh, I've truly repeated the same toxic patterns my whole life and done the same relationship patterns and picked the same versions of people over and over and over again. And I'm probably going to do it again, I'm sure. I'm sure I'm going to fuck up.
Are you currently in therapy now?
Yeah. I'm in therapy, and
with the same therapist that you write
No,
about, different ones.
I like to mix it up. I've kind of like,
you little slut.
It's kind of, I'm a little slut. I like to like get what I can from them, and then I'm like, all right, we're good, good, and then I go to the next one. But I stay consistent with it, and I got on the right meds, so I'm not a total manic, which is another thing I love talking about in the book, about, you know, how medication and can be, it's such a specific thing to your brain chemistry, and you can just be thrown a cocktail of medication, and like, it can do the complete opposite. You know, and make you worse. So I feel okay right now. I feel content.
Yeah, you seem good. Like, your energy seems really like,
thanks.
Like, you're at peace.
Yeah.
Or you're happy.
Yeah.
I could totally be wrong.
No,
Just saying.
Happiness is hard for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's like loving myself sounds really hard. But I like myself more. What about you? Do you find that after writing your book you felt?
I did feel like it was so cathartic in a way. Like I used to really harp on things from the past.
Yeah.
And after writing the book, I'm like almost like forgetting all of it now.
Oh,
like, I wrote
interesting.
it down so I can forget it now.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I kind of did the same thing with, you know, some of the chapters in the book that I still get asked. Like, I wrote it all down to not talk about it anymore. I'm like, just go to the book, read the book so I can not talk about it. But also I feel like I'm over it now, and I forgot about it, and I was still like, it was still hanging on to stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
It's an amazing way to really kind of tie up loose ends. I always tell people, I'm like, write a book about your life. Like, even if it's not for the world to see, or you're not going to publish it, like, just for you, it's like, it's so healing, and just, I don't know. It's
whatever. It is.
Writing is
just write every day.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, next question. Everyone knows the industry is challenging. Do you find strength in it, or do you ever find it as a hindrance on your healing or recovery? I mean, if you know anything about this industry, you're like rejected all the time. So if you
I think
answer.
it's both, right? I think that, like, it can feed your ego, and then it can completely tear you down.
Yeah, in the same breath.
Right. But once you don't let it consume you in the way that it once did for me, like, I remember there was just like this dark, twisted part of my brain that would like fueled off this negative shit, and I would look for it, and I'd almost look to get rejected and look to get denied. I'd look for all the bad shit about me.
Wow.
And now I definitely read shit. I definitely will read the reviews for this book, but I don't obsess over it and let it like weigh on me so much. So I think if you just don't let it consume you, and you can just realize that none of this really matters. It's all fucking smoke and mirrors.
That's a great outlook.
You know?
Speaking of a review,
Yes.
Vulture said that that Lukas contradicted himself. And it's like, yeah, hello, we're mentally ill here.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, that's the point.
We are all contradictions. What?
Like, did you even read the book? Like,
clearly not. And I said to him,
crazy.
you know what? Your outlet is very fitting for your name. Or your name.
Oh, okay, for the jugular.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't win people over trying to win people over, though. You know, you're never going to. So, but that's the thing about. Yeah, it's good. You know, I think like we're saying about people ragging on you or getting canceled. Like it's good to have multiple takes on it. It's good that some people aren't gonna fuck with it and some people are.
It's good to be polarizing.
It's good.
I think
so.
Yeah, at least it gets a conversation.
I'd rather it be a conversation than be
an afterthought.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Period. Okay. We have seen you tackle a variety of different genres in your acting work, from being in The White Lotus to Companion and Overcompensating. Is there any type of role or genre you want to work in or would be eager to accept a role either for enjoyment or to challenge yourself as an actor?
A role with Julia Fox? Shit, I'm doing it. Yeah, I think I just constantly want to do different things and surprise myself and challenge myself, but I also like.
You did mention though that after the wedding, that you were only really getting
gay
called
roles.
for gay roles, and
I think that Hollywood can have these blinders.
They love to put you in a box.
They love to put you in a box. If you do a horror movie, they only give you horror roles. If you get married on the Kardashians, suddenly you're a gay robot in a movie. I think it's hard, and I get it. There is an aspect about being an actor where you want to, be an enigma and be mysterious and have people get lost in your roles. But then I kind of fucked that one up, so I just wrote a book. And honestly, if you don't want to work with me because of something in my personal life and can't have the ability to see past that, then you're probably not going to be the director for me or the person for me.
You're not someone that you'd want to work with anyway.
No.
Yeah, my manager always says, your people will find you.
Your people will find you. And
just be yourself. And
totally.
Some people will get it and other people won't. But if you just hide, no one will ever find you.
Yeah.
So.
It's hard though. I think.
It is.
People. I get it. I get why, but I wish it was different. And maybe we're going in the right direction where that's not happening so much. We're playing lovers, so. Woo!
Definitely still makes you gay though.
Yeah, it does. She's wearing a strap
You're
on.
not beating the allegations, Lucas.
Fuck.
Okay, next question. Have you ever lost yourself in a performance? If so, what role was it for? If not, what kind of role do you think would have you leaving yourself completely and embodying aspects of human nature that you desired / were surprised to conjure as an actor? Who is writing
wrote
these
that?
Questions? ChatGPT?
Yeah, I want to see that written out.
CM
That
James,
is crazy.
show yourself.
CM James, show yourself. You guys are shy. I don't know.
We're going to open it up to you guys, too.
I'm not big on the whole method-y kind of thing,
Me
but I
neither.
do feel like I have had moments where I feel like in Smile 2,
Which was amazing,
thank
by the
you.
way.
That was so much fun. That one in this movie called How to Blow Up a Pipeline, where I just improv the whole entire. I didn't do anything in the script. I kind of allowed myself to surrender and just be like, let something. I don't want to say like the vessel. That's so gay. Let something take over, and I wasn't there. I was just surrendering.
That's only ever happened to me once or twice.
In which?
Where you just surrender
What,
and
But what role?
I
put you in the spot.
No, it's happened in this movie called The Trainer.
Okay.
That never saw the light of day.
I have a lot of those.
But it's really good.
Yeah.
And then it happened in one scene in Uncut Gems.
God, you're so good in
Which
that
was
movie.
the scene where I was screaming outside the club.
Yes.
That was all improv.
Yes.
And I really became that girl. And I was really fighting with my boyfriend outside the club where you I don't know, like it's really those moments when they allow you to do improv
Yeah,
that
I
you
love
can
it.
become the character, because you're not like worried on like missing the line or not
Yeah.
saying it right or not getting your cue. You can
Yeah.
just really relax into the character,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like intoxicating.
It's the best high when you're
It's
not
the best.
in
It's
your
like
head.
the best escapism. Like it's like it's what I like long for in acting, is like to lose myself.
I have
So-
a question for you, actually, because I found this with drugs, which I talk about in my book and you talk about in yours, is like that moment of looking for that clarity, that complete like where I'm so present. I found that in drugs, and I felt like I truly, as lame as it sounds, I didn't find that again until I was acting, where I was like completely in the moment and there was nothing else but the other person, and like that's where my love really, really came for it. You know?
Completely agree.
Also, I'm gonna just plug you for a second. If you guys haven't seen Him, you are the best part of that movie. I'm serious.
Okay. How important?
I love when you bring it back to me.
I have to like watch myself so
Sorry.
I don't like.
No, I
you
want to
know,
just listen to you
'cause
talk.
people are gonna get mad at me.
No.
How important is
Say
chaos
it.
to you? I love that question.
Oh, I welcome the chaos. If something is peaceful, I don't trust it. It feels unearned. I feel like, I don't know. I embrace it. I feel like I welcome it all. Yeah. What
Do
about
you think it's because you grew up in such a chaotic
Yeah.
atmosphere? Because that's for me too. I find comfort in chaos.
Me too.
Where like if there's a big drama and you know it's a mess, I just feel like, you know, I can breathe.
No, I feel like my household was so chaotic. I had like a hoarder's home where everything was just fucking papers everywhere. I couldn't find where the food, like it was just insane. And I feel like it has been a tool now, because sets, as you know, are fucking chaotic. Everything goes wrong. Some people are losing their mind, and I do find in those moments I'm like, it's gonna be okay. Like it's all good. There should be problems. It should be chaotic and problematic, and that's where you find the best stuff. I think that's where you, like, when you work through it, it shouldn't be too easy. Yeah.
It's almost like the harder it is, the better the reward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Nothing
I do
good
that in
comes
relationships, though, which I need to stop.
Lucas?
She's the kidney woman.
Yeah. So, it's like the hype woman. It's like the hype woman, the kidney woman. I just have to say, Lucas, that although our story didn't make it into the book,
So sorry.
which is okay.
Blame the editors behind you.
What the hell? So anyway, the thing is, you're really thankful for all the boys and versions of yourself that brought you here today, but I am really thankful for the man that you've become,
Oh.
and that you are now, sitting
Thank
in
you.
front of me, because I've known you for a long time, and when I needed help, you were there for me, 100%. This kid, I'm alive today because of him and my
Aw.
daughter. And thank you very much.
Give the mic back. Give the mic back.
I didn't do that much. I just posted on my Instagram story that my friend needed a kidney, and this lady came through. But I love you. Thank you, Joanna. Well, let her talk. Let her talk.
The internet can be a good thing.
It can be.
Totally.
She's my mom. I can't.
Hi.
Hi.
Something that I really appreciated you opening up about and being vulnerable about in the book is the troubled teen industrial complex, kids being snatched in the middle of the night, being taken to what are essentially prison camps operating under the pretense of rehabilitating them.
Yeah.
When you really get vulnerable about your past, stuff like that, like you mentioned earlier, substance abuse, family trauma, BPD, was that something that just writing the book you started to reflect on through the circumstances of writing, or had you already done the work like many years prior?
That's a really good question. First of all, those places like that take vulnerable people and make them feel crazier and more, like there's something wrong with them. I can't believe that they were so prevalent back then, and hopefully there's a lot of work that's been done to get rid of them. And I think, like Paris Hilton has done a lot of stuff. You've talked about it a lot, and
It's still a
it's still a
booming
thing.
industry.
Yeah, it's still a thing. I think, It's a little bit of both. Like the book gave me the reflection, but I went, which I talked to and about in the book, like the mental health facility, and like, you know, there was stuff about getting molested that I never talked about until, you know, my late 20s, where I didn't even realize. I was just like, I had blocked it away. I had tucked it so far down there that I, you know, part of it was going to that mental health place that wasn't toxic and crazy. It was a good one. And another part of it was having this year to just like sit down and like you said, just continue to write, continue to like keep going and go deeper and go beneath the thing and really, you know, unearth some trauma. Yeah. Thank you. That's a good question.
Hi, Lucas. Hi, Julia. First, I just have to really say quickly, Julia, hearing your laugh in person is like the cutest thing ever. Oh my God, I'll never get over that.
I love your
Lucas,
shirt.
I wanted to know, when you're writing the book or after, what part did you kind of like impress yourself with? Like a chapter or a line or a section that you were like, damn, I really cooked up there.
What line did I feel like I cooked on?
It's all pretty.
Thanks, babe. Thank you. I feel like, so the opening line in the opening intro, I killed a kid.
Wait, we have to read this. Sorry.
Please read it. Please do.
This is hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first page. It matters not what you've done, but what you do with what you've done for others. Noah Centineo. That really sets the tone.
It sets the tone. It's going to be
all of
a
it.
wild tonal shift. Oh, yeah. God, it was so iconic. I would say I ate with that quote. I ate with that I killed a kid. It was in the middle of the book. And Hannah, my amazing editor, I fought you on it a lot by putting it on the intro. And the ending was going to be the intro originally, and we shifted it around last minute. But I feel kind of proud of that I killed a kid chapter. I think it slaps. Also, Lucas with a C, not a K. The conclusion I think is pretty sick. Thank you.
This book has a lot of dark subjects, and like it makes you go to really dark places of your past and revisit that. And I was wondering how you've taken care of yourself while writing. And it kind of goes for both of you, since both of your books deal with really heavy moments of your past.
I mean, I feel like for me it was just really cathartic, and there was times where it's hard and you have to go deep and not go for the joke and not, you know, do the cutesy tongue-in-cheek thing because it's easier, and that part was hard for me for sure. But I feel like there's like an ownership with it when you can own your narrative and your story, and you're in charge of it. And I don't like shame. I don't like feeling like little, and I don't like how, especially with the mental health stuff, like whenever I would talk about it, I felt, I don't know, it just filled me with the worst feelings. And I feel like when I could write it out, and sometimes I do think I'm better at writing than I am at speaking. I'm not as good as you are. No, you're just really good in a podcast. There's an ownership to owning your story and not letting it just weigh so heavy on you. What about you?
Honestly, I still haven't recovered. It was hard. It was really hard. We have the same agent, and so she knows already. I was like lying to these people. I was like, I have the pages, I just don't have my laptop on me for like 6 months. And then they were like, okay, we need it in like 3 months. And I like thought that I had more time, and so I just locked myself away for 3 months and just like banged it out, like 10 hours at the computer every day. My back hurt. I had no social life. That's when I did that video that went like viral, and I was like, I can't believe I have to do this. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I was like in a psychosis, and I'm like just now starting to like crawl out of it, because it was it was like jarring for sure.
I feel like we don't talk about the physical aspect of writing a
Of
book.
sitting at
Like
the-
it fucks you
yeah.
up. My whole back,
Carpal tunnel.
like my fingers are never the same. I'm always in pain. I like got a foot massage.
Eyes,
Yeah,
I'm like I can't see well
it's
now.
hard. Yeah,
It's just
It's
I
rough.
know, it's crazy.
yeah.
I don't know how people do it.
Can we take a selfie really quick with the audience in the background? With Julia, please. I need it. I could take it. Thank you so much for doing this. Oh fuck, my phone's off. Can I have your phone? Okay. Yeah, everyone get in. Hot. It's mostly us, but thank you guys.